god might get nervous. A man approaches with his weapon drawn.
You tried mercenary work? It might suit you.
Right then.
Well met, kinsman.
How can I help a brother Noel? I'd be dead if not for Big North. Let me in and help me turn my life.
The Empire surrendered to the Almighty. Save us all.
Hello? Sorry, I was talking to them, and my match is on the 30th. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna KO him again. It's the same dude again. Look at the game graphics, it looks so beautiful. Look at this. It looks so beautiful. What are you doing?
Need a ride? I can take you to any of the whole... Where do you want to go?
It feels warm over there.
Climb and back and we'll be off.
It feels so warm there.
Ever been to Windhelm? Oldest city in
It's
Skyrim
warm
by
here.
some account. They say the big old palace there was built by Yeet.
What are you working on today? So what do you gotta do? Me? I'm playing some Skyrim. What about you? Season change coming in on the road. Who's listening to that? It shouldn't be Post Malone singing it.
You come here where you're not wanted. You eat our food, you pollute our city with your stink, and you refuse to help the Stormcloaks.
But we haven't taken a side because it's not our fight.
Hey, maybe the reason these Greyskins don't help in the war is because they're Imperial spies.
Imperial spies?
Yeah,
You
I'm
can't
about to
be
go
serious.
to sleep. I'm tired.
Maybe we'll pay you a visit tonight, little spy. We got ways of finding
love
out
you.
what you really are.
I'll call you tomorrow.
Forces All day long.
I'll call you
Do you
tomorrow.
have any
Do you
idea how
hate the Dark
dull
Elves?
horses
Are you here to bully us and tell us to
Okay,
leave?
call you tomorrow. Bye. I don't hate your people. No, I don't hate
You've come to the wrong city, then. Windhelm's a haven of prejudice and narrow thinking, unworthy of one such as you.
Looks like these Nords were giving you trouble.
Nothing new there. Most of the Nords living in Windhelm don't care much for us, but Rolf is the worst by far. He likes to get drunk and walk around the Grey Quarter yelling insults at us in the small hours of the morning. Oh, a real charmer, that one.
Why would anyone think you're...
Some of these Nords will come up with any... And it isn't just... In fact, just about anyone who isn't a Nord is fair game for their bullying.
I lost my family years ago. Truth is, I don't really know what keeps me going.
Who are the...
There's an author named Adonato staying at the inn. He's published a few works of historical fiction. The clans Shattershield and Cruelsea see most of the gold that passes through the city. And obviously you have Ulfric, the Jarl and future High King. Oh, and that busybody Viola Giordano. She's got her nose in everyone's business, which I guess is one way of being prominent.
What kind of captain are you?
Well, nothing. At least not anymore. Folk just call me that because of what I used to do. I was a sailor for many a year. I made my coin as a trader, and in time, I bought my own ship. When I retired here in Windhelm, most folk already knew me as Captain Lonelygale, and the name just stuck.
Folks are talking.
Terrible shame, that. He's claimed 3, all lovely ladies too. Let's hope the gods find that demon soon, and introduce him to them. If you're looking to pass the time, you can give Calixto a few septims, and if you're in need of goods, there's a market. If it's a soft bed and a hot meal you're after, there's Candlehearth Hall.
Horses. All day long. Do you have any idea how dull horses are?
It's no secret the Aretino boy is doing some ritual, trying to call the Dark Brotherhood.
You're a war hero, Gunwolf. Ulfric will listen to you. You've seen how we live. Cramped alleys, run-down buildings, few guard patrols. Even the name Grey Quarter is an insult. I thought the Grey Quarter would be a haven for... Windhelm is divided into 4 quarters. The Grey Quarter is the one that's home to all the city's dark elves. If it looks to you like an impoverished slum, that's because it is. Ulfric prefers that we live in squalor. He has nothing but disdain for anyone who isn't a Nord.
I think I'm moving to a
Not a day goes by that I don't think about... Still, it's probably more trouble to pack up and leave. That's all I ask. With your help, we have a chance to make a better life for ourselves here. For that, I thank you. It was a pleasure.
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. If not, let me know. I might have it stored away. I like to share my good fortune with those who deserve it.
What supplies your goods?
I've scraped this collection together by whatever means I could. I do some business with the trade caravans, and I've picked up a few intrepid souls, even brought some items back from Morvenskar, the fort southwest of the city. Of course nothing in here is stolen. Only a careless, shameful, idiotic fetcher would do something as stupid as to buy pilfered goods. Oh, by Azura, I've made a terrible mistake. I bought a gold ring, and Viola Giordano has been missing a ring that looks just like it. It's not that easy. She'd go to the Jarl if she knew I was even remotely involved. You have to get it to her some other way. Look, it's dangerous, But if you sneak the ring into her house, put it in a dresser or something, I will make it worth your while. Sneak that ring back to... Sneak that ring back to Viola before we both get caught.
Change my outfit. Got a good outfit now. That's good as that. What's that?
me know if you see anything you like. Thank you! Azura's prophecy always guides you to fortune. Speaking of fortune, here. Everything I earned from my last shipment. It's yours. Do come again. Good to see you. Well, you've come to the right place.
Hey, watch! I was one of the best soldiers in the Stormcloak army, until I took a sword to the chest.
Are you alive then?
All right.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something in the old fort near Riften. Might consider joining up myself.
Then it's true, what everyone is saying. That Aventus Aretino is doing the Black Sacrament, trying to summon the Dark Brotherhood?
Oh, Grimvar. Always with the nonsense. No, of course not. Those are just tales.
Fine, then I'll invite him out to play. He lives right there. I'm going to knock on his door.
No. I try to keep
then
Grimvar
I'm right.
safe.
I knew it.
But
He's
these
trying to
are
have somebody
dangerous
killed.
times. All right. I won't deny it, child. What you heard is true. But Aventus Aretino walks a dark path. His actions can lead only to ruin. Now, enough. We will speak no more of this. I am the only friend you need.
All the Argonians at the docks...
When Grimvar asks me why women are being killed around this... yes, it is quite sad. A young boy, Aventus Aretino, lost his mother recently and was sent to an orphanage. But he has returned home, and people have heard strange chanting. They say it's the Black Sacrament, the ritual to contact the Dark Brotherhood. Why a little boy would want to contact a group of murderers is beyond me. He is inviting evil into this city. Until next time.
Do you know my father? His name is Torsten Krulsey. He's really rich, because he owns a farm called Hollyfrost. He told me once that he wanted me to grow up and be a sailor, because that's where all our family names come from. But I don't want to be a sailor or a farmer. I want to be a warrior, the strongest one ever. Bye.
You will be.
Grow on, you old crone. You'll get what you deserve. The Dark Brotherhood will see to that. Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. Grow on, you old crone. You'll get what you deserve. The Dark Brotherhood will see to that. Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. You've come at last! I knew you would! It worked! I knew you'd come! I just knew it! I did the Black Sacrament over and over with the body and the things, and then you came, an assassin from the Dark Brotherhood.
I'm sorry, boy, but I'm not who you think.
Of course you are! I prayed, and you came, and now you'll accept my contract.
Contract?
My mother, she died. I'm all alone now. So they sent me to that terrible orphanage in Riften, Honor Hall. The headmistress is an evil, cruel woman. They call her Grella the Kind, but she's not kind. She's terrible to all of us. So I ran away and came home and performed the Black Sacrament. Now you're here, and you could kill Grella the Kind. Please don't kill Constance Michelle. She really is kind.
Cheap boy.
I have a family heirloom you can have. Supposed to be sort of valuable. I hope that's all right.
Are you sure about this?
I've never been more sure about anything in my entire life. Someone like Broa doesn't deserve to live one more day. She's a monster.
Tell me about your mother.
She got sick last winter when the snows came, and she never got better. Not all year. One night, she fell asleep and never woke up. So now I'm all alone, and the Jarl said I have to go in an honor hall orphanage. It's not fair! Please don't kill Constance Michelle. She really is kind.
Well, let's go to Riften. This one. Yeah. I'm not gonna kill it with my sword. I'm just gonna kill it with the knife. Let's see. This needle knife. Very simple. I'm just gonna kill it with the knife.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off.
We'll kill me.
If you've never been to Riften, be sure to visit the Blackbriar Meadery. A few mugs of that, and you'll forget all.
They say this is a home to thieves too, so I better be careful. There are people in Riften that steal, I hear rumors about it, so I'm gonna avoid this shit. Anyone who steals from me will get they don't deserve.
Hold there. Before I let you into Riften, you need to pay the visitor's tax. For the privilege of entering the city. What does it matter? I think you'd be a little smarter than that. All right, keep your voice down. You want everyone to hear you? I'll let you in. Just let me unlock the gate. The gate's unlocked. You can head inside when you're ready.
Huh. Ain't gonna watch it one day when I become the Wizard King.
I had another run-in with the Thieves' Guild.
Be careful, Leo. The Thieves Guild.
I don't know you. You in Riften looking for trouble?
One snap of her fingers, and you could end up in Riften jail.
What's it to you? I'm not scared. Just pass me.
Yeah? Well, I got news for you. There's nothing to see here. Last thing the Blackbriars need is some stranger sticking their nose where it doesn't belong. The Blackbriars have Riften in their pocket, and the Thieves Guild watching their back. So keep your nose out of their business. Me? I'm Maul. I watch the streets for them. If you need dirt on anything, I'm your guy. But it'll cost you.
Got any dirt on this?
Only way you could have found one of those is by stealing it. Guess you'll fit in around here better than I thought. So what do you want to know?
Tell me, what's this gym for?
Be seeing you around.
Hold on.
What did you want? Do I look like a merchant to you? You're gonna have to take that up with Vex in the Thieves Guild. Get in good with them and you'll find her.
Tell me more about it.
Well, you got Maven. She pretty much runs the whole... She's also... Just remember, if she tells you to do something, you damn well better do it. You kidding? I used to... If you want to get in on that action, find Brynjolf in the marketplace. I'm sure he could use someone like you.
I'm really...
You're a stranger here too, huh?
When you borrowed the money, you said you'd pay it back on time and for double the usual fee.
I know I did. But how was I to know the shipment would get robbed?
Next time, keep your plans quiet. Take my advice. Nothing would have happened. Stay at the Bee and Bar. The bunkhouse isn't for you.
Are you telling me you robbed it? Why? Why are you doing this to me?
Look, Shadra, last warning. Pay up or else. All I care about is the gold. Everything else is your problem.
I can't talk right... Huh? What do you want? I owe a great deal of money to someone, and I think they cheated me. I don't know what to do. I was able to work out a deal with the stables in Whiterun to sell me some of their tack and harnesses. I borrowed some gold. Now Sapphire wants her money back, and if I don't... You will? Oh, thank you. Yes. Horses are... I hope to open my own stables one day, and I think it's going to take a lot longer than I expected.
If
Be
you're
careful
looking for
with
a
Sapphire.
handout, you'll want to speak with my husband. If
Yes.
you're looking for company, I suppose.
People of Riften, heed my words. The return of the dragons.
Never done an honest day's work in your life for all that coin you carry, hey lad?
The signs that Lady Mara is displeased with
I'm
her
saying you've got the
creation.
coin, but you didn't earn a
Put down your
septim of it
flagons filled with
honestly.
your vile liquids,
I can
and
tell.
Embrace the teachings of the handmaiden
How
of
could
time.
you possibly know that?
It's all about sizing up your mart, lad. The way they walk, what they're wearing.
Certainly
It's
we
a
could
dead
come to some
giveaway.
Sort of an understanding. These people
Oh,
must be
but that's
made
where you're
aware
wrong,
of the
lad.
chaos they've
Wealth is my business. Maybe you'd like a taste. I've got a bit of an errand to perform, but I need an extra pair of hands.
Very well, Talon.
And in my line of work,
Remove myself
extra
from this
hands
den of iniquity.
are well paid.
We're not kicking you out. Just keep
Simple.
the sermons at the
I'm going to
temple.
cause a
Let us all
distraction.
sin in
You're
peace.
gonna steal Medesi's silver ring from a strongbox under his stand. Once you have it, I want you to place it in Branche's pocket without him noticing. There's someone that wants to see him put out of business I'll be out at... Meet me then, if you've still got the stomach for it.
How am I supposed to do this?
Do you want me to hold your hand as well? You're going to have to... Then, when you have the ring, you pickpocket Branche and leave... We've been contracted to make... No, since we're not the Dark Brotherhood,
Yeah.
we're not going
What's
to
your
kill
problem?
him. We're just going to make sure he sits in the prisons for a few days.
I want to talk about.
I knew that stupid kid would try and find a way to weasel. Look, this is really simple. I lent him some gold, he promised to pay me back, and now he says, all right, take it easy. No idea why you'd care about a stranger's Tell Shadra I'm forgetting
I'll
about
be at
his
the
debt.
market come morning.
I hope we bump into each other again.
Those who shirk their duties will get an extra beating. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Skrellet.
And one more thing. I will hear no more talk of adoptions. None of you riffraff is getting adopted, ever. Nobody needs you. Nobody wants you. That, my darlings, is why you're here. Why you will always be here. Until the day you come of age and get thrown into that wide, horrible world. Now, what do you all say?
We love you, Grella. Thank you for your kindness.
That's better. Now scurry off, my little gutter snipes. What do you want? You have no business being in here.
Original Tino says.
There, Tino? Why, that little bastard. You tell him I'm coming for him, and when I find him, it'll be the beating of his miserable life.
He won't be here.
Cannot best you. Kill one person and you can solve so many problems. I wonder the possibilities. Victories!
Well, there's fine steel at the Scorched Hammer if you fancy a new blade.
Now let's go back to Hammerfell.
Stay away from the Aretino residence. The place is cursed.
Well, Growhub the Kind. Is she, you know... Aha! I knew you could do it. I just knew it. I knew the Dark Brotherhood would save me. Here, just like I promised. This should fetch you a nice price. And thank you. Thank you again.
Well, they say when you go to bed, that's always what it takes. Let's go over in here. I'm gonna go check if they got work for me.
Name's Nils. I'm the cook up at Candlehearth Hall.
This here's Candlehearth Hall. Great rooms upstairs, and there's a bed for rent on the ground floor. Did you see the candle above the fire upstairs? It was lit 163 years ago, back when this building was the home of a grand warrior named Wundheim. When word came that he'd fallen, his son Durok lit the candle in his honor. Nobody knows why it still burns, Magic? Goodness, not here. Nothing dangerous like that. That's all kept to that college up in Winterhold. Better that than dealing with Ulfric's wizard like some do. Enjoy your stay, and don't break nothing.
You a dark elf lover? Get out of our city, you filthy piece of trash.
Why do you think the dark elves are imperial?
Wouldn't surprise me. They've done nothing to help in the fight for Skyrim's freedom. Those Thalmor are elves too. I bet they're working together. Maybe I should round up some men and take us a few prisoners to interrogate.
Why do you hate
They're parasites. They're living in our city under our protection. What do they do for us? Nothing. I know the High King invited them here, but he didn't ask me or anyone else first. Maybe he should have.
I don't like
Don't like it? Too bad. This is our city. Ours! Don't think I can take you?
This is an ode
100 septums say I can punch you back where you came from.
The Stormcloaks.
All right? Fists only. None of that magic stuff either. Let's go.
For the age of oppression.
Thought I heard something. That's it. That's your best.
This should be good.
Nothing. Son of a... You ready to die today? Huh?
I'm getting out of here. Who taught you to fight? Keep those.
That wasn't a fair swing. Yeah. Here.
Keep those hands up.
Yeah, I want to talk all that smack. Don't talk about it like that,
If you're looking to hire the strongest my blade is sharp and I thirst for battle. Onward then. Let's go.
I'm a writer by trade. No. I write drama, friend. The legends and history of Skyrim made to excite and inspire. Poor Gerard Germain at the Bard's College. You're sure? When you see Gerard, ask for a tip. I'm sure he'll be in a good mood after reading this. May you lose yourself in the pages of a good book.
How can Elda hate the Dark Elves when she knows so little about them?
I'm a sailor on the North Wind. We're laying over. It's good to spend some time on solid
Got some
land.
fresh baked bread. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room, right this way. Enjoy your stay, and don't break nothing.
A life on the river makes for weak legs, so I do a lot of walking when we dock.
Hope nobody misses that. Good to see you again.
Okay, let's go, let's see. I'm in Windhelm, so we're good.
You know about...
Can't just throw the big logs on the fire. Gotta have the little bits, too.
Cookware, knives, and other goods for the home.
Need some metal hammered? Of course I am. What do I look like, a tavern wench? Don't let my words cut you too deep. I've just been working the forge too hard, trying to set this sword right. Jarl wants it to look like an ancient blade. High Queen Fridis ruled over Windhelm in the Second Era, and her sword was legendary. Getting the real sword would be even better than making a copy, but no one wants to risk getting it. If you find that sword, traveler, I'd be grateful.
Buying and selling a wide range of assortment. Take home Windhelm's finest and freshest produce today.
Does the war mean good business?
I don't see these troubles as business. This is a labor of honor to bring Shore's bones. I might just have to.
How's your steel?
Every bit as if that makes any sense. Don't forget, you find Queen Fridis' sword, I'll reward you.
I'd travel more, but who wants to deal with all the soldiers these days?
As badly as the Dark.
It was difficult at first. The Nords of this city are at best suspicious of outsiders. But in time, the Dark Elves are too proud and naive to... Just got here from the Somerset Isles. Lots of opportunity in Skyrim. Yes?
There's an old saying that only a Nord can work the soil in Skyrim. I don't think anyone else would have the patience for it. It takes half a day just to dig a planting row in the cold. Everything you see is grown at my family. I also do... Hey, could you deliver this bottle of nightshade extract to Woundfirth? Thanks. Good day to you.
I've been a bit not really sure what to do with myself anymore. I just miss her so much.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something.
Algrif won't give us a straight answer.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
Don't be so sure of that. We've intercepted couriers from Solitude. The Empire's putting a great deal of pressure on Whiterun.
And what would you have me do?
If he's not with us, he's against us.
He knows that. They all know that.
How long are you going to wait?
Only the foolish or the courageous approach a Jarl without summons. Do I know you?
I believe, yeah, I was at no.
Ah, yes. Destined for the chopping block, if I'm not mistaken.
I hope Rayloff escaped. He says he'd vouch for me.
Rayloff's alive. I hope that's true. He's a damn good man, but he hasn't returned yet. So I'll need to wait for his account. For now, speak with Galmar. I'm always looking for able fighters. Not everyone can say they made it out of Helgen. Seems So long as your criminal
If
past
by message
stays
you
in the
mean
past,
shoving a
you
sword
fight
through
for
his
me
gullet.
with honor and integrity. Taking his city and leaving him in disgrace would make a more powerful statement, don't you?
Damn faithless Imperials. So we're ready to start this war in earnest then?
Soon.
Keep your eyes open. I still say you should take the war out like you did dead King Torek.
Ulfric's not running a social club. You don't. If you are, then you talk to the man himself. If you're not, well, friend, you'd best walk away before the... At first they called us that to belittle our cause. We fight the sound of our fury. Skyrim is the birthplace of humanity, the birthplace of honor, and the worst. And what Ulf and we'll cleave through the Legion to get to them.
False kings.
We've been soldiers a long time. We know the price of freedom. But people are still weighing things in their hearts.
What's left of Skyrim to wager?
They have families to think of.
How many of their sons and daughters follow your banner? We are their families.
Well put, friend. Tell me, Galmar, why do you fight for me?
I'd follow you into the depths of oblivion. You know that.
Yes, but why do you fight? If not for me, what then?
I'll die before elves dictate the fates of men. Are we not one in this?
I fight for the men I've held in my arms, dying on foreign soil. I fight for their wives and children whose names I heard whispered in their last breath. I fight for we few who did come home, only to find our country full of strangers wearing familiar faces. I fight for my people, impoverished to pay the debts of an empire too weak to rule them, yet brands them criminals for wanting to rule themselves. I fight so that all the fighting I've already done hasn't been for nothing. I fight because I must.
Your words give voice to what we all feel, Ulfric. And that's why you will be High King. But the day words are enough will be the day when soldiers like us are no longer needed.
I would gladly retire from the world, were such a day to dawn.
Aye, but in the meantime, we have a war to plan. Helgen, eh? Ulfric told us quite the story. If you made it through all that, you're likely worth something to me. Yeah, but first, tell me, why does a foreigner want to fight for Skyrim?
Skyrim is my home.
Fair enough. But are you willing to die for your home?
That's why I'm here. I want to join.
All right. But before I can put you to use, I need to know how much you can take. I have a little test for you.
I can't do anything.
That's what I like to hear. So long as you can back up those words with steel. I'm sending you to Serpentstone Island. If you survive, you pass. If you die, well, you weren't going to be much use to me anyway. It's where men have tested their metal for ages. There's a strange rock formation built by the ancients. Something about that place attracts the ice wraiths. You kill an ice wraith out there, and I'll have all the proof I need about you. Only the ones I'm not sure about. This will prove your abilities, but more importantly, it will prove your commitment. We'll see about that, won't we? Here, take this. You'll need it. Use it on the island. Don't lose it. That's all the help you're getting. Try not to die. Aye, but in the meantime, we have a war to plan. Huh?
Been a murder over in Riften. Some old lady who runs an orphanage. Those poor children must be heartbroken.
I always wanted to do
Sparacore up to no good, are we? I'll teach you, but it'll cost you.
Alright, we're at this.